actually perfect hearing till I was about 30 years old. And I contracted an inner ear disorder, which was slowly destroying my hearing. And I was completely deaf, well, maybe, less than 5% hearing by the time I was 50. So the writing was on the wall and I needed to prepare for that life. And that's when I first came into contact with DHA. And I spent, I think, 10 years or so on the board, with the last 2 or 3 years as the chair. When I retired from the board and finished my last term as chair, the executive director at the time, instead of giving me some flowers or a bottle of wine or whatever, she set up the scholarship that year. I really would like people who end up being successful as a result of finishing their education, when they have the financial capacity, I'd like to see them turn around and help yet another generation of people.
My name is Michael Compton. I am 24 years old and I reside here in Red Deer, Alberta.
Hello, my name is Sarah Medeski and I received the Tom Pinder Scholarship in 2020.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm currently in my second year at the University of Alberta in the Bachelor of Education program.
Hi there. I'm Tanis Hardy. I'm one of the previous Tom Pinder Scholarship winners.
And I was just really happy that there's organizations out there that understand and notice the deaf and hear community. And as someone who's lived with hearing loss my whole life, this means a lot to me. And it really gives me hope that more people will kind of start to become more aware of people with hearing loss.
In the past, I've thought that having a hearing loss and wearing hearing aids has brought limitations. However, I have learned that it's only something that brings me strength.
Having a scholarship that supports deaf and hard of hearing students to start or continue their education is really nice to have.
And I think when I was doing my master's, I had to go live out in Vancouver for part of it, and so I just found the scholarship was really helpful to help pay for books, and it was a great support.
Well, I'd like to do this by becoming an advocate for people who have hearing loss or even individuals who are deaf. I like to wear my hearing loss as armor, and I embrace it as something that's a part of my identity, and it's not something that I should be ashamed of. I see hearing loss as something that's a strength, not a weakness. Hearing loss is something that's only just makes you unique.
I have learned that it's only something that brings me strength. If I'm able to live with a hearing loss, I am able to do whatever I put my mind to. I hope to be more of an advocate of the deaf and hard of hearing community. As a nurse, I will want to be involved with helping those of the deaf and hard of hearing community with their health care.
Stay involved in the deaf community is my goal, to support them to start or continue their education journey. I want them to be healthy, strong, and work together towards a bright future.
So just continuing to work as a teacher of the deaf for the community, and then looking at pursuing my PhD, looking at education models across Canada, and seeing how we can better help students who are deaf and hard of hearing in schools. So looking at ways to advocate and support their needs in school.